What do you have to say to the Muslim women, in particular, in terms of guarding their religion and not giving in the pop culture's temptations of revealing themselves and revealing their body? Other than mashallah.
Yeah, see, them questions, man, just tell the Muslim women, man, just stick to their deen, inshallah, you know what I mean? And get some advice from the scholars, stick with the people of knowledge. Like the Prophet ﷺ said, the man is on a religion of their friends. As Muslims, we should like stick around Muslims that's going to remind us, you know what I mean, that's going to pull our coat when we slip. And this is the advice that the scholars give us, especially in the West, man, is to learn religion, learn Islam, return back to the people of knowledge. Very important, you know what I mean? And stick with good people, inshallah, good Muslims, inshallah. Very important.
In your opinion, what was the most challenging thing in your conversion to Islam?
Most challenging thing? SubhanAllah. Basically just giving up that lifestyle. You know what I mean? Giving up that lifestyle wasn't easy. And it's not going to be easy for the people, man. That's all we just tell the people. If it's any non-Muslims in here, they might be caught up in a certain lifestyle. The main thing is just learn Islam, come to Islam, and then everything else will eventually fall off, inshallah. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't want to become Muslim, and I know I'm going on too long, but I don't want to scare nobody away. So I'll just say that if the people caught up in a certain lifestyle, man, just become Muslim, learn Islam, then eventually all that other stuff will get away. And that's what happened to me, mashallah, from the permission of Allah. That the more you learn about Islam, man, the more you'll start feeling ashamed of drinking, feeling ashamed of doing this sin and that sin. So basically become Muslim, man. If there's anybody here thinking, then the rest will follow, inshallah.
Someone in the audience noticed a tattoo on your by your neck. You plan on taking that off?
Basically, these tattoos, I got these tattoos before I was a Muslim, and I don't have to take them off. Allahu Alam if I take them off in the future. Allahu Alam, you know. Allah knows best.
Dear brother, we all want to change, but we keep turning back to evil. What made you firm to stay on deen? Stay on your deen?
Man, it's only from the permission of Allah, you know what I mean? Like I said, the scholars, man, they really tell us that it's very important who we take as our friends. It's very important that we should return back to our religion and hang around people, not only just because they're Muslim, man, we should hang around people that if we slip, the person to say, look, that's wrong. If we doing something, the Muslim will check us, man. That's very important, that we should return back to our religion and hang with the proper people, man. Try to hang around the Muslims, man, that's gonna check us. Especially the brothers on the Sunnah, man. It's very important to learn the Sunnah. It's very important for that, man.
Once you had embraced Islam, did you ever feel tempted to return to your old ways? If so, how did you overcome the temptation?
MashaAllah, like I said, man, the shaitan always going to be there. You know what I mean? The shaitan is going to continue to whisper. But one of the things that I said made it easy for me, MashaAllah, was that I hung around brothers that I don't have to worry about, because these brothers are not going to drink alcohol. These brothers are not listening to music. These brothers, all they're doing is quoting from the Quran and the Sunnah. The brothers are reminding me to come to the classes. So hanging around proper Muslims, MashaAllah, Muslims that's on the Sunnah, man, this will really help out. And it'll keep us away with the permission of Allah, from the mercy of Allah, from slipping back to the evil, you know?
How did your friends and family react when they found out you reverted to Islam? What advice would you give to a new revert?
The advice is what I would give to myself for the new Muslim, man. Learn the Quran and the Sunnah, man. Learn Tawheed. Get our knowledge from the scholars, you know, because the Prophet ﷺ said the prophets, they don't leave no inheritance. I mean, they don't leave no money, they don't leave no dirham. But what they leave is knowledge. And the people that pick these knowledge up is the scholars. And the Prophet ﷺ said the scholars are the inheritors of the prophets. So it's very important that we go back to that. And also, alhamdulillah, my family, they took it good, mashallah. I had an aunt that converted to Islam. I had a brother that converted to Islam. It's Ramadan, mashallah, cousins, a couple uncles that's Muslims. So alhamdulillah, my family is becoming, mashallah.
In your opinion, what is the best way for youth these days to escape all this ghetto, all the problems in the hood? Like, I think he's trying to talk about the Muslim youth who are caught up in the hood life from music and influence.
Just try to make dua to Allah to get you away from that. You know what I mean? It's very important to make dua to Allah that He can get the Muslims away from listening to music and stay away from the bad crowd. You know, practice Islam, man. Islam safeguards us from all this evil, you know.
Do you believe in a balance between deen and dunya? And how do you achieve this balance?
The Prophet ﷺ, he told us to be in the middle, you know what I mean? So being in the middle, mashallah, make it easy. You can live it, of course we have to take from the dunya, you know what I mean? So it's permissible to take from the dunya, from that's permissible. So Allah makes it easy for the Muslim, mashallah.
In your time that you knew Tupac,